way people shop has changed.
Hey there, it's James Hinkle, Sounds Like Videos. Just really quick, I promised everybody I would get an update about the Lakeland schedule. So I'm going to run through this really quick and give you some additional information. I did post this up online, so it's available on the Sounds Like Video Facebook page. I think it's also on my personal page as well. But here we go. Let's just run through this really quick. Friday, January 10th, Drexel, boys and girls. I believe all these are going to be boys and girls. So the 10th is Drexel. Then Friday, January 17th, we're going to have Fair Play, and that'll be a home game. So it will actually be in at Lakeland. Friday, January 24th, Archie, that's a home game as well. Let me get the times up. Basically, the times are the same. About 6:30 for the girls, 8 o'clock-ish for the boys. Of course, you've all been to basketball games. They just start the next game, 15 minutes after the next. So these are, 8:30-ish. 7 o'clock-ish. Keep that in mind. So Tuesday, January 21st, Appleton City. That'll be at Appleton City, girls and boys. Tuesday, February 4th, Midway. That's where my brother Mike is actually at. He's not actually at the school, but that's where his kids went to school, Amber and Garrett. That will be boys at 7, and it's listing the girls at 5:30, so that's a little bit of a change in time. Friday, February 7th, Adrian, boys and girls, 6:30 girls, 8 o'clock boys-ish. I specifically put that one on the schedule simply because Adrian and Lakeland have had kind of this rivalry going on last year. Lakeland lost 3 games. 2 of them were to Adrian. And this year, Adrian lost to Lakeland in overtime. So I really wanted to get that one on the schedule because these teams are obviously matched well, and then also a bit of a rivalry, which is always makes for a good basketball game. All right, last one on the list here is Friday, February 21st. That's a home game. That's Liberal. Start times are a little different. It's got them listed 5:30 for girls, 7:30 for boys. The only other one that might pop up on here is, I think it's February, not 7th. It might be 7th. Okay, it's February 14th. That's in Jasper. Okay, Jasper is an hour and 45 minutes away from where I live, which is in Clinton, north of Lakeland. I really want to do that one, but here's the deal. It's so far away, and the very next day I have other obligations where I actually have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So to get done at a game at 9 or 9:30 and then drive all the way back, get in bed, have enough rest, and then get on the road the very next morning, it's going to be a tough one there. That's one I really want to do because I know a lot of people can't travel to those types of games. So the Facebook Live and the live streaming really, people really appreciate it, really, so they don't have to drive. Speaking of driving, we got all kinds of messages and comments in the timelines for the different posts that we've done, and also in the game itself. I had one person say, "Hey, thanks for live streaming this. We got to watch, and we're all the way in Iowa." So just when we get that kind of feedback back, man, it just encourages us to do more of this. It really does. You know, like I was talking about at the game, we don't have any sponsors for this. We're not making any money, but we're not worried about that because we want to build the following. We want you guys to watch the games. That's why we're there. That's what we're doing. I can say this now. I went to Coach Collins' brother this morning. I said, "Hey, man, help me out." He just nodded his head. We shook hands. He's on board as a sponsor. So you'll see his advertising on there. So big, you know, I really appreciate him. Big thanks. He said, "There's no way I'm not going to support my brother." And you know, that's the kind of thing that you get from the Collins family. I mean, they're a tight-knit group family. Went to school with several. Eric, Justin, of course, the twins, a little bit younger than me. I didn't really get to know them whenever I was younger, but anyway. Speaking of the game the other night, just really quick in case you missed it, you can go back and watch it. That's what's so great about this, is if you can't watch it as it live streams, you can catch it later. The boys did win. They came back from a 16-point deficit at the half. It was 40-24. Everybody was just kind of like scratching their heads like, oh my goodness, what's going on? What's happened? So they came back from a 16-point deficit to actually win 68-61. They did not actually get the lead until I think it was like 4 minutes left in the fourth period. Yeah, just an amazing game. Please go back and watch it because, I mean, wow. Something happened at halftime. Coach Collins said something to those boys, got them riled up, changed the defense, did something. I will tell you one thing that Wobolo was doing was those three-point shots. They were just nailing them. In the second half, I don't exactly have the statistics how many they nailed in the second half, but it wasn't very many. Maybe one, maybe two. But in the first half, they nailed like 6. That's a big difference. So anyway, the girls were actually also in the championship round. They did fall to Wobolo. The final score was 63-64. You know, of course, we watched that game. We live streamed and everything like that. I do want to say something about the Lakeland girls. A lot of positive things. They were in the championship round. They made it. They beat everybody to get there. And they're a young team. No seniors. I think one junior. The rest of them are sophomore and freshmen. And made it to a championship round in a highly contested tournament like this one. Guys, they're going to have a good future. Next year, they're going to be even stronger. Those young players are going to have all that experience. All those girls are going to be able to step up and win. So, you know, the loss in a championship round, yeah, you don't want to see that. But at the same time, they now have that experience that will go with them to play in the next championship round, and they will be in other championship rounds and other tournaments, guaranteed it. So I just want to say some positive things about the girls there. I was very impressed. Very young team, but looked very, very professional. So, all right. I think that's about it. If there's any other updates or changes in the schedule, we'll let you know. We'll post it. We'll do live streams. Of course, one of the biggest factors in scheduling basketball games is the weather. We were supposed to do a game in Warrensburg for Clinton, and that whole thing got canceled because of, well, some weather we had in the middle of December. So this is subject to change. It's not set in stone necessarily. I think there was something else I needed to add in here, but you know, I'm shooting from the hip. Do appreciate everybody that liked the Facebook page. I tell you what, that was amazing. There are very few people that actually follow the Sounds Like Videos page, and like overnight we went from like 100 likes and follows to like 300. Wow. So thank you all for that. We really appreciate it. And by doing that, now Facebook analytics algorithms look at that and say, hey, this is hot. We're going to put this in more news feeds. So that gives more people more opportunities to see the games. Also, I'm going to ask for your help here. If you haven't gone to the games and liked and shared them especially, go back and do that. The goal here is for people to see the games. So if you would do that, I would appreciate it. Also invite people to like the page. That way, I know there's some aunts and uncles out there that didn't get to see these games, but that doesn't mean they have to miss these. All right. That sounds like videos. That's all I got. Anytime I get some more information, we'll get it on out to you. I'm going to reach over here. Oh, by the way, this is the system that we use. Okay, charging it as well. To run all this, modern technology, isn't that awesome? Here's the different camera views. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. Thanks very much. Now that sounds like videos.